In The Innkeepers, two hotel employees determined to reveal the hotel's haunted past experience disturbing events as old guests check in for a stay.
This is our last weekend open, so we've got to find some proof that My Little Mallory really exists before this place closes down.
I have my microphone so we can make do with EVP investigations.
Since the hotel is practically empty, we might have a good chance of making some real contact.
What was that?
I saw The Innkeepers at South by Southwest 2011, and I was really excited for it while I was there because I absolutely love ghost stories. Unfortunately, while this movie does have a really cool ghost story, it has a major tone problem that cannot be easily ignored. The Innkeepers starts off very lighthearted and funny, and you don't expect that it's going to be anything brutal at all. It feels like it's going to be, you know, a couple of scares here and there, but overall kind of a fun movie-going experience. And suddenly, about halfway or maybe 2/3 of the way through, it becomes a totally different movie. It becomes a very brutal and hardcore scary movie, and it's honestly like two very different movies. It's like two separate movies, and for that reason, I felt confused after watching it. I didn't know what to feel because it was like really two different movies. It was almost like watching one short film and then another short film, and I didn't like that. I enjoyed the movie overall because I can appreciate that aside from that problem, overall, it was good. I enjoyed it, but it really was bizarre how it changed so abruptly. And I remember in the theater, I was like, whoa, this is suddenly very different than I was expecting, and it was just very odd. I almost feel like I need to review each half separately because the first half, like I said, was lighthearted and it was funny, and I thought it actually had a few cheap scares in it, so it kind of felt like one of those movies. Then the second half was scary, and it actually had like good scares and weird scares and unique scares, and it was very different, like I said, and I liked it for what it was worth. I also liked the first half for what it was worth, but together, it just didn't work, and it didn't fit, and I don't know why that happened, but it happened. Acting-wise, I thought the acting was okay. Sarah Paxton is, you know, she's always on or off, or, you know, I don't know, she's an odd one for sure, but I thought she was alright in this, definitely better than other things I've seen her in. Pat Healy I thought was hysterical in this movie. He was very, very funny. And the guests that are checking in at the hotel also I thought were good, especially when things get weird. Very good. Visually, I thought the movie was good. It definitely had some unique visual scares, maybe not necessarily scare moments, but just scary visuals in general, so I appreciated that, but unfortunately, like I said, you know, two very different movies almost put together, and that also comes across in the visuals. I do appreciate Ty West's use of building anticipation. For example, you know, when he holds the camera and it goes just too long, in a good way, and then bam, you know, something hits, whatever it is. And that happens twice that I can remember in the movie, which one of them is towards the beginning and one of them towards the end. And I thought both of them were great. I really do enjoy that, and I don't understand why the movie felt so different, like the two different parts, but I don't know. I wish that it could have blended together better. Maybe if it, you know, faded into it, but it really was abrupt and it was very strange. But, you know, it was not bad. It was just very weird, and I felt very weird watching it, and I don't think it was on purpose. You might be thinking, well, it's a ghost movie. Maybe you were supposed to feel weird. No, I don't think that's the idea. It was just a very odd tonal shift. But overall, I did enjoy it, even with that aside. I thought it was good. So let me know in the comments what you thought about The Innkeepers. Let me know if you felt the same way about the major tonal shift, whatever, halfway or 2/3 into the movie. Let me know if you just were like totally blown away by that and taken out of the movie like I was, or if you didn't even notice it maybe. Perhaps you didn't. Let me know what you thought of that. Let me know what you thought of the acting. Let me know what you thought of the visuals and the scares. And that's pretty much it.
Under a blanket of blue,